Hi, welcome to StartPHP. In this video I'm going to show you how you can generate barcodes in PHPMaker application. So I'm going to use some class that is available online, make it work and embed it with the PHPMaker application. All the code for this tutorial will be provided at startphp.com/phpmaker. So we have an application that shows a product and product category, and then for each product we want to have a barcode link that when you click it should open in a new page, and then you can print and attach it to the product. Of course you can do many other ways, make it fancy for different purpose, but this basic feature that I'm presenting here will make the way open for you for further customization. So let's get started. Okay, for first I have WAMP server is running, which means I have Apache, MySQL and PHP on my system is running, and here my local host I have 5.6 PHP 5.6, and here my PHPMaker PHPMyadmin is also running. We have a products folder which will hold some PID, price, category, title and detail. This is a simple product. Of course you can have multiple fields, whatever you want, and then because this has a category, so we have a category here as well to distinguish or categorize the products. So now let me run the PHPMaker application. So localhost, so I have no password. I will see here TUT00 connect. So these are my tables. I'm just using cat, not cat1, cat2. So when you uncheck it, it will not be generated. So for the products, here we have price, and then we have category. So title of the product and details. Save the project first. Okay, so to generate it, we have to do some customization here. We have to point it to the folder of our application folder or server. In my case, it's barcode here, and then this is a PHP page, so I would like to have page section at the top and also multiple delete link on the left side. So for HTML, let's just select a theme here, so it will look different. This color that you see red, let's just select, for example, professional. Let me just generate here. So the application have been generated, so it's under the barcode. Here is the application, so we have two table. For each table we have an item on the menu. So let's create category. So we have two categories, that's enough. And then we have some products, so let's say price $10. So the category here, we want to be able to select it as a list, so let's do that. Go to product and then category. Here select the drop down menu. From here use lookup table. So for this field, when you click, this is relevant to that one, so select you drop down menu, this one, and from here select the category that you want the data to come and display here. So then we are connecting it by CID, which is category ID, and on the screen we want to show the detail, so that if to make it clear here, for category we have two information here. So camera that we have entered and computer, and this is CID, and this CID will be put here inside the category. So that's what I'm doing here. Let's generate. So go here, product, add. Now that showed here. Let's say for barcode, you have a field that you have a specific barcode that you want to enter, or you can generate it from PID. Okay, so the PID here, as you can see, it starts with 1 and 2. So if you want to change this, we can go here for the products and then go to operations here, and the next auto increment number is 3. So you can put it at 1500 or 1500, whatever you want. So that is 1500. And now this one, let's change it to something close to 1498. Okay, and then make this 1499, and the next one that we have here would be 1500. So let me refresh this. So this is PID. So let's say you want to have the barcode to be displayed using this PID. You can do it differently. So what we do is we want to link this, and then the pop-up menu will show up on another tab, and then the barcode will be displayed. Then we will be able to print the barcode. Now let's have a look at this one. So this code that I will give you, this is the index.php, and so we will give you 3 files for this. So you need the main class. This is the main class. Harish Chauhan, he has written it. This is amazing code, perfectly working, generates different type of code. It can generate image for saving with a different file name, whatever file name you want, or you can use it as a placeholder for image and just call it and display it as HTML on the screen as well. So this is so you need this one to include, and then this is a file that is using that class. So this, I've created this file to use the class, and this one is, I made it such that you can remove all the parameters and call it, and it will have some kind of default value, so eliminate any error. So you just need, if you want, let's say by the current and default values, if you are happy, you can just send the code, the data, the actual barcode, and the rest will be done. So let me, so here, as you can see, for example, if you want to change something like 5.6. Okay, so this is a folder that uses index, barcode, and this the class. Index is this one, barcode is the request to display here, and this is the actual class that is used by this code. So this is now let's see, we want to have, this is our text, and if you want to generate the file, so let me just put here logo 1, and then as soon as I press submit, you will see it will be generated here. So logo 1 was generated. So let me click and open it. So that is the file that is generated. If you want to change the color here, barcode color, let's say if you want to make it red, so based on RGB, so that is red 0000. So let me call it red. So that is red, and red have been generated. So for this purpose, remember the type of data also is related to the type of the barcode. Some of the barcode does not allow, for example, alphabet or alphanumeric. It would be only numeric, for example, the barcode for books. If you want to have scale, let me change the color here. So this is a scale now. If I make it 3, it will generate the larger one. If that's the height, so this is the height from here to here, that refers to that, and proportionally it also increases the text. If you make it 100, of course this will be twice as high as before. So whatever size you want, you can change the size, you can change the background color, you can change the actual text, the type, and it can generate GIF or JPEG, whatever way you want it. So now let's have a look here. So let me make this 50 and then 2. Let's see how this is coming up. So Control U to show me the source code. Actually, this is the code that generates that image. So you see image source, image, and the source is a PHP. So this requests from PHP to send this code this way. By all of these parameters are needed to generate the code. So all these parameters are needed to generate the code. If I go here, so all these parameters are, if we send any text, for example, this is the text, and if you want to change it to hello world, so it will print hello world, and that's the barcode, any text. And you see the height is here 50, it can be 100, and the scale is to all the parameters that I just showed you, they can be adjusted here. So here, when you call the barcode.php at the URL at the top, the PHP will create this barcode. All the parameters, including the code, the type of code, the height, the scale, the background color, everything can be recalled from here. So I have posted the code here. This is the path. This is the whole path, and now let me break it after the argument. So also on the top, so we have encode. Encode is equal code 128. The type of code so here are the barcode. So as you can see on the left side, this is the code 39, and it can just have numbers, and here they talk about barcode type for all of this. And then we have 128, which is this one that I'm using, with letters and numbers, and then code 128, set A, set B as they call it, and then you have EN13. So these are the different type of code that you can generate, so EN39 and so forth. So majority of these are available with this code. And then we have B data, barcode data. So this is the actual text or code. You can have number, letters, whatever, depending on the type. And then this is the height. The height refers to this height from the top to bottom of the actual barcode. So you can adjust and play with this to see whichever you like. So for this code, so let me just go here and change it. So you see hello world as it can show. And then for the height is 50. Let me change the height here. Let's make it 150. So then BG color, and the color, this is actual text color. Save it. You can put a file name here, whichever name you want, maybe the same text or whatever, but for this purpose we are ignoring it. And then the type of image, which is PNG. So let me show you. I'm on Firefox. If you right click and say image info, this is the image, and here it shows PNG. So this image, the type is PNG, and that's the size. So let me just change the type at the end, JPG. So now this is the same image, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it. You see the compression appears. and here the type changed to JPG. Regular parameters in PHP, so you just pass in between, so the question mark, the first one, and between each that starts, so you have to put ampersand here. This is the barcode PHP that your script will call. So now let me go. So for our link, we just want the data, so let's put the data at the end. Okay, so this should be PNG as I mentioned, and here we put ampersand and then ampersand data and then delete that, so we will fill this up. So this is our path, and we put it in the prefix field here. At the prefix, put that. So this prefix it creates a link with this one prefix, which means this will be at the beginning, and it says for href which field you want. We say PID, and here original field value. When we say original field value, the original field value is here, but this data is prefixed to it. And here is the target. This is very important, so we have to select blank. So the new screen pops up and the main page stays, so you can print this label and put it on the product. So that's it. So we put the field that the data you want. In this case, we want the PID, product identification or product ID, and then check this field blank and then put the path for this code. So let me generate this. Done. So refresh. Now we have link here. So when I mouse over at the bottom of this part, you can see all, and you can see at the end that we have 1498 this and here. So 1498 and 1499. So the link is already there. So let me click. So it goes, and here is the code. So the code is here, and if you go at the end, and that is the value that was appended, or we can say that data was prefixed with this. Okay, I just changed it. Now, as I mentioned, I've selected the code to have this type, size, scale, everything. So let's make the code very simple. If you want to use it this way, that's fine, but I've customized it so it can work for you. So let's just the data PNG is already there. The color, I'm happy with everything. So let's put ampersand B data, which means barcode data. Here I'm gonna remove the absolute path, so relative path is also good. So this will go to the root of the website and then pull this up and generate. Okay, so let me close this data. Let me refresh it. You see, it become very small up to here, up to this point. So that's the path, and this is the data. So again, it will work if you just put 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the code, and then you can just Control P, print it to your whatever printer you have. That's it. The code 128 is always preferred to start with some alphanumeric value. One way to make it interesting or make it work for different purpose, you can have a prefix here. For example, PROD. Let's say you want to say just prod, and then after that and then brought dash, and after that the actual PID is appended here. So let me just save, refresh it. So this is the path to the barcode.php with this parameter. Let me go here, refresh, and so when you click, it just pop up PROD is prefixed with a 1500, which is product ID. Or I have also customized the script here. I have added prefix and suffix here, so at the moment it's blank, but if you add something here, you will see that it will be suffixed or prefixed. Let me just add the suffix, like -se, for example. You want to add that. So if I refresh, you will see SE here, or even if I do click on the other one, you see SE there. This code will be available for you, so you can just customize it for whatever purpose you need. So you just need to have the value, the data, the PID, and everything will work with this code that I have written. But also, if you wish to change the default here, or if you want to pass the values, for example the color, if you want to pass the color, you just add here. That's it, guys. All the code for this tutorial is available at our website, startphp.com/PHPMaker. And if you like this video, please thumb up, and also if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can get updates for upcoming or future videos. Thank you.